Okay, so Boolean algebra. So basically, it is a tool to simplify a logic expression, and it is best for up to 4 variables. More than that, K-maps is preferable. So let's discuss this logic expression. So logic expression in Boolean algebra, like if these two are there, and in ordinary algebra. Okay, so in ordinary algebra, x plus x will be 2x, and x into x will be x square. But in Boolean algebra, x plus x will give x, and x into x will give x. You'll ask me why. Because in Boolean algebra, this x can have value either 1 or 0, correct? So if x plus x we write like 1 plus 1, in Boolean algebra it will be 1. Okay, and if x into x will be 1 into 1, in Boolean algebra it will be like 1. Okay, okay, then so in Boolean algebra, uh, logical operations which are used are AND, OR, NOT. These are the main primary three, and XOR. And if we use NOT, we can derive NAND, and with OR, if we use NOT, we derive NOR, and with XOR, if we use NOT, we get XNOR. So these are some functions. I'll discuss about them later. Now there are Boolean algebra axioms. This is very important. So there are three types: complementation axiom, AND axiom, and OR axioms. Okay. So in complementation axiom, complement, the meaning of complement is like inverse, like opposite. That is the meaning of complement. So if here 0 is there, so there are, in complementation axiom there are 5 laws. uh, 5 laws, so let's discuss. So if first law, if 0 is there, the complement of 0, this complement is represented by a bar, so it will be 1. Opposite of 0 is 1 in Boolean algebra, that's why complementation. And 1 complement will be opposite of 1, 0. And if a is equal to 0, then a complement opposite of that will be 1. And if a is equal to 1, fourth one, so a complement will be 0. And the fifth one, it's very interesting one, it's called double complement. Here we were using just single, right? Single complement, all here. But now it has become double complement. If you see double, so when there is double complement, it will turn back to itself. If it's like double complement, so it's called double complement. Okay, just for information, double complement. Now let's go to AND axioms. In AND axioms, if we do AND with 0, we get 0. It's like multiply. Anything multiplied by 0, 0. If a multiplied by 1, we'll get a. Okay, we won't get 1 because a is our important variable here. And then a into a, we'll get a. And then a into a complement. Okay, it's like 1. If a was 1, and a complement will be 0, so 1 into 0 will give me 0. So these are the 4 AND axioms. Then OR axioms. So in OR axioms, a plus OR is like plus. Okay, so a plus 0 will give us a. Okay, a plus 1, here it will give us 1. Here this difference you should know between these two axioms. AND axiom, a into 1 will give a, but a plus 1 will give me 1. You'll ask me why. It's simple, because if a was 1 of, or if a was 0, like suppose a was 1, in that case a plus 1, So 1 plus 1 will give me 1, correct? In Boolean algebra. Suppose a was 0, correct? Then a will be, sorry, a will be 0 plus 1. So that will give me 1. Here a was 1, so 1 plus 1 gave me 1. That's why anything if you add with 1, you'll get 1. That you remember. And then a plus a will give you a, and a plus a bar, that is like 1 plus 0. Like if you take a as 1, a bar will be 0, so you will get 1, correct? So you can take a screenshot of this complementation axiom and axiom and or axiom and practice it, and if you have any doubts you can tell me. Then there's Boolean algebra laws. So there are again 3 types. Here it's commutative law, associative law and distributive law. These 3 are very important. So in commutative law, if x plus y is written like this, it can is also equal to y plus x. You can write it like that also, there is no difference. And if x multiplied by y is written like that, you can also write it like y into x. That is commutative law. Then there is associative law. So if it's written as x plus y plus z, you can also write it as x plus y plus z. You can write like that. And if it's x multiplied by y into z, you can write it as x y into z. It's same thing, like there is no difference. You can write that is associative law. Then there is distributive law. This is very much important. It's very much important, distributive law. Okay, so x into y plus z. So here you can see bracket is there, right, after x. So here's a trick. So if x is there and then bracket is there, that means you have to multiply inside whatever is there. Okay, so this will become, so x bracket is there, no? So you just write dot and whatever is inside there, x into y. Okay, and then you write plus, because plus came then again x into z. This is the first one. Now second one, again apply the same thing. X plus yz, you can also write it like, here if you see after x plus is coming, right? So write x, okay, then plus, what is there next? Y. You can write like that. And after that if you see y into z is there, so there is some one dot. Okay, so you write into x plus z. So this is distributive law. You can like go through it and understand it more, like by trying it yourself, what I did here now with this. Okay, yes, thank you.